And we are back. That was a rockin' show. I never thought I would be so blown away in an hour. I was. It was awesome, guys. And I don't just say that to anybody. I really don't just say that to anybody. It really rocked. So I'm here with the band. It's so exciting. Woo! So we have Melissa.
Hi.
Joe. I'm going to get this. Wait. Anthony. And Andrew. Yes!
Nailed it.
Woo! Kudo points for me for memory names. Now here's the kick. At the ready. I did remember that name too. Woo!
Hey,
Yes.
it's on your shirt.
Okay. So now, guys. So it was a rockin' show. How do you feel after that show? Like, what's the vibe you're getting right now?
I want to play more.
I want to eat.
Yeah.
I always want to eat.
That's the one thing about finishing a show is I still want to play for like another 2 hours.
Okay.
So that's like my biggest
That's true.
problem. Right, Anthony? Me and Anthony
Yeah.
we're like this after a show. We're like, oh, let's play more. And then like
usually
other
it's
bands are
extra
going
sweaty.
and we're like, could we hop in? Could we hop in?
We're just hopped up on
I'm just
Hershey's
like,
Kisses, man.
hey guys,
Hopped
where's?
up on Hershey's Kisses.
I'm just like, hey guys, where's the food?
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. We ordered.
Oh, did you actually?
We did.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
we're getting
Yeah.
taken care of.
Everybody's getting
We
fed,
should've
guys.
brought-
Don't
What?
worry. We treat our people with respect and love and kindness.
Whoa.
So, yes. So, obviously, I don't know. Is this like your first time playing a really small venue with...
This is small? What? Come on, we're from Brooklyn. Like there was a venue that I could only move this much.
Yeah.
There have
That's about
been.
it.
We've also played
Yeah,
a
we
couple of
played in
times
smaller
where
venues.
it's only Joe on the stage.
Only me
and
on the stage
the rest of
because
us.
you know I
played
have
on
a
a
pretty big
stage this
setup, but not
size.
that big. Yeah,
We actually
have
have.
to all fit on that.
Yeah.
They actually built a stage just like this at Hideout,
Yeah.
like this exact size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My arm's hitting the cymbals all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not
Melissa goes half deaf. I'm completely deaf. You
I
know,
stand too close to the
that's how it
cowbell.
works. Gotta wear ear
Or
protection.
cowbell.
That's my
More.
problem.
So, yeah. So, what's your biggest, vibe? What's your biggest inspiration? How do you describe yourself to people when they ask you that question?
See, when we started out, I was just like, I really like Fall Out Boy. He really likes Pearl Jam. We're somewhere in between there.
Okay.
And I feel like that kind of still works.
Yeah.
mean,
We're like a
sort of.
mix of angsty, late 2000s punk with still some influence of grunge music and whatnot. And I'm a huge Blink-182 fan. You know, Melissa's Pearl
Yeah.
Jam. Anthony
I'm not
likes
Pearl
every.
Jam. I'm bouncing souls, bitch.
Anthony's Pearl Jam. Anthony drove me to school for 2 years, and we listened to Pearl Jam every day. I know Pearl Jam's
With the
entire
windows down.
discography.
With the windows
With
down.
the windows down, even if it snowed, Anthony. With the windows down.
I wanted to
Jeez.
die, but I never said anything
Jeez,
because
he drove us
So
for
now you
free.
should do
Yeah. He
cover.
did that today.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Suggestion, maybe? Suggestion for a cover of Pearl Jam? Throwing it
We've
out
done
there.
it before.
we
in
tried
the
tried
past,
Better
we've done
Man.
it. Yeah. The
Okay.
past we've done it.
Yeah.
We probably should do
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay.
I think Sick of It All's our next cover.
Anthony's
Oh, yeah.
way
Sick of
more
It All
into
is our
hardcore
next
punk
cover.
now. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Sick of It
true.
All. Rage Against.
Rise
Rage
Against.
Rise Against.
Rise.
I'm
Nice,
bad
good
with
work,
names,
good
Rage
work.
Against the Machine is the thing,
Against the
though.
Machine and Rise Against.
Yeah, he turned me on to a lot of stuff. I didn't listen to Alice in Chains before Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So now I have a
know.
question, too. Because as a female singer, which, right on, we
Yes.
honestly, girl power to the max.
Amen.
Okay, so I don't know if you love it or you hate it when people compare you to other female singers.
Oh, you mean Paramore?
Like Paramore.
Like, not Paramore.
Oh no, it's only Paramore.
Only Paramore.
It's only Paramore. There was one time where I got Joan Jett and I was like, "Whoa, what? Thank you." Okay.
Someone gave us what's that band? Don't Speak. What's the band that likes that song?
oh my God, Gwen Stefani.
I
No Doubt.
No
she's-
doubt.
she's
Someone
so
someone
goddamn-
said we sounded like No Doubt, and that was the best compliment.
we're not ska.
True. So you would so Paramore was the
Paramore
one
is the one we get a lot.
Okay.
It's like,
Paramore.
especially when
everybody's
touring bands
sexist.
come in and they only listen to like one song, they're like, "Oh, Paramore," and then they walk
Yeah.
out. It's like,
Melissa, you do have the blue hair.
yeah,
But she had pink. I'm pretty sure she had
Yeah.
Same color.
She had every color.
well, this also cycles.
Possible.
Okay.
Yeah, she normally is purple this time of year. I'm very surprised it's
Okay.
still blue.
I don't know. I'm digging it.
It's good.
It's good
Blue's
color.
nice.
It's very Hanukkah.
What is
Happy
it?
Hanukkah.
Oh,
Thank you. Happy
Oh,
Hanukkah,
shoot.
everybody. So, Lahaim. So,
Yes.
so as far as like a group, you obviously all vibe really well together. So, what is your biggest inspiration for your songs? I mean, is it just like a group of you come together and you're like, oh, hey, I like how this sounds, and then you just kind of all chime in, or do you have specific people who write songs all together and you kind of argue it out until you play it? How does that work? I don't know.
It's really
Argue?
a mix. Argue, yes.
Argue, yeah.
yes. but it's really a mix. Melissa and Anthony wrote pretty much the whole EP, and I really just played the drums, and I had a lot of input on the drums and on structure.
Yeah, but you got a song on the new album coming up.
Yeah, I got one song on the new album.
At least one for now. We're still working on
song
more.
That I can't remember the name of because we changed the name because copyright.
I'm in great pain. Please help me.
Pain. Please help me.
Plain.
Pain. I can't hear myself. So normally somebody writes the lyrics, or we write the lyrics together,
or bring in the music.
Yeah,
It's,
like Wednesday.
I wake up in a fever dream, and I'm in like 3 a.m. and I'm like, whoa, I have words. I have words.
well,
write
I
them
wrote
down.
Lubba Lubba at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like I have to write these down, and then I bring them to Anthony, and
But
he like figures out his stuff. And brings it.
Wednesday,
was
Anthony
a
had
great
a
effort.
riff.
Oh.
And Anthony played us that riff, and I was like, "Yo, this sounds like a quintessential summer jam that you'd hear on the radio." So it's like,
And
let's
then they
write
went
the
off
most stereotypical
with lyrics.
summer jam
Yeah.
we possibly can.
And it wakes up with waking. It starts off with waking up on the beach. Don't know where I am. Clothes smell just like rum. Don't know where I've been. And if there's something that describes summer,
Now
that's
we're all
about
going
it.
It's a
to our
total.
basement show.
That song is also a total shout out to Brooklyn too. You know, referencing
Yeah.
Coney
Yeah,
Island
there's
and all
references
that.
Coney Island a lot.
Referencing the
awesome.
MTA sucking and
Yep.
ending
Somehow
up,
waking up
Honestly-
in Queens.
That is the
Yo.
most Brooklyn thing
It's a moment.
ever. That's honestly, I really think that's like the most New York experience ever. When you're drunk somewhere in Coney Island and you just
Yeah.
end up in Queens.
Yeah.
So we do have a question from the stream, and I'm really excited.
Oh.
So let's bring that in.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? It's Paul in the control room.
Oh hey.
Oh, nice.
Oh hey.
Listen,
Thank you for that.
We can hear.
Thanks for
Great question.
This first one's for me, but I got two more. Name of the band. I always ask every band. Where'd you get it?
Well, we had a name, and then
Bay Street.
yeah,
That
it was
name
called,
sucked.
our name was Bay Street, and then
Because we
Eric
rehearsed on Bay
Gardner,
Street.
the Eric Gardner thing happened, and it made news a lot, and that was on Bay Street. So we were like, let's rename this. We don't want like
Who was it? The old,
To have
our
political-
old keyboardist. We had like a keyboardist.
We had a guitar
over-
player at
Our
one
keyboard
time.
player thought of a name. He said it. And then
then we
Melissa
said
or
at
me
the ready.
we just
or you,
bounced back and forth,
Yeah, and then like at the ready happenstance, and then we were like, "That's the name." And then he was like, "That's too similar," and we're like, "It's not similar. It's three different words. It's three different words."
Okay, very awesome. And now my question, kicking it to the name, where did this awesome shirt logo? Like honestly, I'm obsessed with this shirt. I love
That's you,
anything
man.
like
That's
all
my
black.
that's my
Love
coworker
it.
from Starbucks. His name's
Okay.
Eddie Malara, I think is his last name.
Love it.
Malara, and he came up with that design for us. We needed something quick, and he did that. Also, the album cover is his artwork. So
yeah, he did a damn good job too.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Rock on, Eddie. Shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
We only have a few of those shirts left. Now we have a new logo.
Ooh, oh, I thought it was so special. having
Hey,
this
that
shirt.
is special. It's an
That's a
OG.
shirt. That's
Okay.
limited time offer.
Now you guys are gonna have to like, I'm
only
gonna
6
stock
of
for the
them.
I'm gonna stock for the new one.
There's
So,
only
yeah.
60 of them in print.
So yeah. Is there any more questions, guys? I know there was another one somewhere circulating out there.
Yeah, Ashley Finnemore from Facebook says, I have a question for the band. How did you all meet? How long have you been a band, and what band inspired your sound? I guess we asked all
That's
these
3 of 'em.
questions pretty much,
Yeah.
essentially. But P.S. Love the blue hair. So we had to
Thanks.
get that.
Yes.
We all met at Brooklyn College, actually.
Well,
Me and Joe
we
started
met
out.
Andrew because he plays
Well.
with the Brewster Moonface, who we play
So-
with quite often.
Andrew's new to our band, actually.
month or
He's
two.
Hi,
friggin'
Andrew.
awesome. He's in it to
Hello.
win it. He's a cool dude.
I went to Brooklyn College, but I wasn't there long enough for them to see me.
So the three of us met. Well, I came here in
Funny
2014.
story of how I met Melissa.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you tell
So
it.
it was like the day after, like
You tell it,
we
Joe.
asked our first singer to leave, and I was hanging out with him because we're still cool. I still talk to him. He's a cool guy, and we're hanging out with him in like the music locker room at Brooklyn College. And some girl comes up to me. Her name's Michelle, and she's like, "Oh, my friend Melissa is a good singer. She should play with you guys." And Melissa's right there, of course. And
I'm in the
Melissa's
music
like-
room and I'm a film
yeah,
major.
Yeah, she's a film major in the music room, and the girl goes, the girl goes, yeah, Melissa, this is Joe. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm being like really like standoffish because I'm really like embarrassed because I'm in front of my other singer who's my friend, and we had just kicked him out, and I was just really nervous. And then Melissa practiced with us like 2 days later, and
Yeah. I was like, hey, you guys need a singer? And the other singer was just like,
Yeah.
hey, me and Anthony met because.
Yo,
of-
actually, we met. We
we
took
met-
a lot of classes together
we
at
took a
Brooklyn
lot of
College.
classes together as music majors at BC,
Yeah,
but
and we lived close by.
we
so
got introduced by his childhood best friend because I played in jazz band in high school with him.
Justin Fields.
And then
Shout out to Justin Fields.
We
Hey.
became friends because after Hurricane Sandy, Brooklyn College made us carpool, and Anthony knew I lived in the area.
Very
And then I
nice.
annoyed him until we became friends.
and
Yes,
he
that's
gave you
true,
Pearl
too.
Jam.
And he gave me Pearl Jam.
Well, there you go. I think that's how usual friendships happen. We stalk our way into the lives of our best friends, right? I know I did.
It's like,
So
you're my friend now.
You're my friend now. Love me. Love me until you die. So, honestly, I think there's one more question.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is another question we ask bands, but I have to ask you because you're local. What's your favorite pizza?
Oh shit. Man.
Like a neighborhood pizza or like type of
wherever,
pizza?
but I guess New York pizza. We ask bands that aren't from New York, especially.
Yo, that fake
That's
L&B
like
place
a
in
general
Staten
question we
Island.
ask.
No.
Since you guys
Knock
are
off
local.
L&B is
No,
mad
very
good.
true.
I have to say that
I think that
L&B
was
is
very
Knock
good.
off
That's my jam.
L&B
Nah.
tastes like L&B used
Hey,
to taste
it's
before
inspired.
they switched the owners.
It's inspired.
It's called the Square.
L&B, the L&B in Square, man. No, L&B Square.
I was actually like,
L&B.
I was on the block when the LB dude got shot.
Oh my
Let's not
god.
talk about that.
Oh, sorry. Hi.
I don't want to get.
Got
We
hit.
go there.
I mean, Spumoni Gardens.
I'm a crispy person. I like a nice plain slice. Margarita slices are good too.
All right.
Lots of red pepper.
Pizza wagon.
Well, I'm allergic to cheese, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
joke's on me. I can't eat
We're
pizza.
lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerant. Yeah.
All right.
No
Yay.
dairy. Yay. Every cheese is in a
What a thing to
Alrighty.
celebrate.
So honestly, this has been the coolest session. Your guys' vibe is amazing. It's like I just want to keep sitting here and talking to you, like the same way you just want to keep playing. I just want us to talk and just like become best friends until I stalk my way into your lives.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna stalk all of you.
All right.
We're friends now. Okay, but honestly, we don't have that time, and I'm actually just gonna stalk them after this show. But next week, stay tuned for Lizzie and the Moonlighters because that should be a really fun show too. Because I'm kind of sensing a little doo-wop. So let's kick it to next week. And have a good one, guys. It's been fun. Go Bridgeside.
Go Bridgeside.
Go Bridgeside.